everybody? This is your man, Young Squalor, and this is another Always Everything with Young Squalor podcast where we discuss everything always. And today's topic is a great topic. We're going to discuss being a man in America and how hard we actually freaking have it. Because y'all think we got it easy. Y'all think men do. I'm here to let you know. I'm about to let y'all know what it really is. Because we got some shit going on and we can't even talk about it. Like, it's just a lot. So before we get started, I need everybody to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, leave a comment, leave your name, your email address, all that. Like, lock in with me. Lock in with me. We family here at Always Everything with Young Squalor. So I tell them open to all suggestions, comments, any comments. Like, speak your mind over here, bro. Ain't no censorship. If you don't like me, man, talk your shit. Straight up. By the end of the day, we all have a voice and we all want to be heard, and that's my purpose here today. So without further ado, I'm about to go ahead, lock in, get in this topic, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So, as a society, we often hear about how women have it harder than men. And while I appreciate this conversation and the strides that have been made towards gender equality, I would like to take a moment to talk about why men actually have it harder in today's society. To be a straight Black man in America in 2023 means to be among the voiceless. First of all, men are often expected to fulfill certain roles and characteristics that don't necessarily align with their true selves. Men are expected to be strong, stoic, and unemotional. And when a man does express emotional vulnerability, he's seen as weak or less of a man. It's a catch-22 because men are expected to be these strong, protective figures, but they're also criticized for it. And it's not just social expectations. Some men feel pressure from within themselves to fit into this mold. We have it hard out here. The expectation for men to be strong and unemotional can be traced back to traditional gender roles that have been perpetuated for centuries. Men are expected to be providers, protectors, and to show no vulnerability. This is often heightened by societal pressures to confirm heteronormative and patriarchal standards. However, this expectation can be harmful to a man's mental health and well-being. Suppressing emotions can lead to negative coping mechanisms, alcohol, substance abuse, aggression, mental health. This is where the term toxic masculinity comes in, which refers to a harmful, dangerous behavior and beliefs that stem from societal expectations of what is considered to be masculine. Being masculine in itself is not a toxic trait, but it can become toxic when it is used to justify harmful behaviors and attitudes. It is important for men to embrace their emotional selves while navigating societal expectations to find a balance that works for them. On top of that, men are often held to a different standard when it comes to societal expectations. For example, if a man becomes a stay-at-home parent, he may be seen weak or lazy or not contributing to the house or society or whatever. Meanwhile, women have been doing this same job forever, and it's expected of them. Men are also expected to be the breadwinners, and while this isn't inherently bad, it can lead to a lot of pressure on men to provide for their families, sometimes to the detriment of their personal fulfillment. You get what I'm saying? The idea of making men feel like they have to do more than the women is deeply ingrained in our society and social culture. From an early age, Boys are socially conditioned to believe that they have to be strong, independent, and successful, while girls are taught to be nurturing, caring, and emotional. This gender role expectations view men as providers and protectors and women as caretakers and emotional supports. It is not uncommon to see men being burdened with more responsibilities and societal expectations, while women are expected to play the supporting role. The other aspect comes from the notion that emotions and vulnerability are perceived as being feminine, which leads to the concept of men being perceived as weak whenever they display their emotions. As a result, men are expected to repress their emotions and appear strong and in control. The societal pressure to conform to these gender expectations can be distressing for men and can lead to mental health issues. Therefore, we need to break these toxic gender norms to create a more inclusive and equitable society for both men and women. Another issue that men face in today's society is the lack of support for their mental health. Like, for real, mental health issues affect both men and women, but men are less likely to seek help due to societal expectations. Men are expected to be strong and tough all the time, which can make it difficult to admit when they're struggling. And when they do seek help, they're often labeled as weak or not man enough or this or that. And it's crazy. So why is this allowed and accepted? I think part of it stems from century-old notions of toxic masculinity, where men were expected to be the providers and the protectors, which led them to being hyper-masculine and aggressive. Like, come on, like, these ideas have been embedded in our society for so long that it seems normal. But I also think that there's a fear. There's a fear among some people that addressing these issues will somehow take away from the women's fight for equal rights. And while this is definitely not true, I get it. People might feel that way. I get it. But the truth is that gender equality is important for everybody, regardless of their gender. So what can men do to change this? For starters, we need to be more open about our feelings and support each other's mental health. We need to also challenge societal expectations and start creating more space for men to be themselves. We need to actively work towards gender equality for everyone, not just women, not just men, not just non-binary. And yes, men are allowed to express themselves regardless of sexuality. And a man does not have to be gay to be heard, but that's what it seems like. And as for the demonization of the Black man, that is a much, much larger issue that stems from systemic racism and the history of oppression. But that's a conversation for another day, a whole nother rabbit hole. In conclusion, men have it way harder in society because of societal expectations and the lack of support for our mental health. But by being open and supportive of one another, and working towards gender equality, we can create a better world. We need to encourage men to express their emotions and seek help. Don't be scared to be judged, nigga. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to be stigmatized. We also need to provide more resources and support for mental health issues specific to men, such as increased access to therapy and counseling that cater to their unique experiences and challenges. Because women have all the resources, all of them. Furthermore, we need to promote positive masculinity and redefine masculinity beyond traditional stereotypes of dominance and aggression. This includes acknowledging and valuing traits such as empathy, vulnerability, and emotional intelligence. Stop calling niggas weak for feeling. By breaking down these toxic gender norms, we can create a healthier and more open society that supports the well-being of all individuals. Everybody. Like, everybody. This can lead to increased mental and emotional health, better interpersonal relationships, and a decrease in sexist and violent behavior. I'm trying to tell you. Educational institutions can play a significant role in promoting positive masculinity by implementing policies and programs that emphasize the importance of emotional awareness, healthy communication, and nonviolent conflict resolution. This can be done through workshops, group discussions, school clubs, anything that focus on promoting a healthy lifestyle, positive masculinity. In addition, media representation can also play a significant role in shaping attitudes towards masculinity. By showcasing diverse and positive examples of masculinity in movies, television shows, and advertisements, we can shift societal norms towards a more positive and inclusive view of masculinity. I get it? Overall, it's essential to challenge and deconstruct toxic gender norms to promote a society that supports positive masculinity and healthy relationships. By doing so, we can create a safer and more equitable world for all individuals. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. So, with all that being said, ladies, give us a break, man. We love y'all. We love y'all, for sure. I promise. But you gotta give us a break. I gotta chill out sometime. Lay, lay off our back just a little bit, please. Now, I'm not saying let your nigga be lazy. Do not allow laziness. Laziness is something totally different. But what I'm saying is, for example, if there's a problem within the household, talk to the nigga, not at the nigga. Don't bring up dumb shit that's not related. Please. Talk about the problem at hand. Offer a solution. Don't just be yelling about shit. Like, the world loves y'all. Understand? Y'all get free at the club. Y'all get free a lot of shit. If the boat's sinking, they call in women and children, not even the children first. They want the women before the children because who the fuck will take care of the kids? Women and children go first. Who got to stay behind? To die. Fuck. Homeless shelters. Women and children first. Us niggas, we got to stay on the block. Even at work, bro. I ain't never seen a girl take out the trash at my job. I'm lying. I did see. But it's not often. It's not often. And I'm not saying that women can't or won't do these things. I'm just saying that it's more expected of a man to do these things. And just like I was raised with the values, women were raised thinking the same thing. And it's like, they really don't know how it is to be a man because they never been a man. And they can't fathom the shit that we be talking about to them. Just like we don't know what it's like being a woman, so we can't really talk about that shit for real. We could talk about what we think we know, but we have never experienced it. So, like I say, my podcast is about understanding, man. You understand the other side. That's the only way you can really do something and make something shake. You understand the other side. But once you understand the other side, don't ignore the fact that you understand the other side. Do the right thing. Let's make the world better for real. Like, there's definitely a gender war going on. It's silent gender war, but a gender war nonetheless. Kevin Samuels. There's definitely a gender war going on. Like, we ain't talked about it since he passed away for real, but I mean, I see shit here and there. We gotta stop. We need each other. We need to coexist successfully. Our life depends on it. But this was always Everything We Unsqualor podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I hope y'all like my new style of recording. And to all my audio listeners, I really switched it up for y'all. Because I understand a lot of stuff I was doing was for the camera. But most people listen to podcasts not on the camera, not on YouTube. So that's for y'all. And I appreciate y'all for locking in with me and keep locking in with me. Until next time, peace.